You're a scalper. You're a scalper. You're a scalper. You're a scalper. You keep on using that word, but I don't think it means what you think it means. Yes, scalpers suck, but not everybody is a scalper. We need to stop shaming people who aren't scalpers before they just say, screw it, I'm already getting called a scalper, and just become full-on scalpers. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. We are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. As many of you guys know, I am active in a ton of different toy Facebook groups, and we've gotten to a point where I just can't take all the crying, complaining, and moaning from everybody in some of these groups. Anytime anyone posts a picture of what they got at the store and it has something that could remotely be resold, everyone comes out of the woodwork and starts saying, oh, thanks for buying them all, you scalper, scalper, scalper. It needs to stop. Disclaimer, I want to be very clear. I am not a fan of scalpers and I do not condone it in any way whatsoever. What I'm doing here is coming to the aid of the people who aren't scalpers but are being completely vilified as scalpers. It's gotten to the point of like complete insanity, and I don't understand why this collecting niche in particular is so bad about the scalper shaming, but it's just insane. It does not happen in comic books with the guys who go into shops and buy all the variants. I don't see it nearly this bad. It doesn't happen in baseball cards, and if you want to talk about crazy scalping and reselling going on, check out sports cards, Pokemon cards. It's way worse than toys, but even those people aren't shamed and bashed to this level. Here's what set me over the deep edge and completely inspired this video. I was perusing Facebook groups, as I'm prone to do, and I was in a G.I. Joe group, and I came across a guy that has this picture. And he said, hey, Major Blood's out there, guys. Of course, immediately, everybody came out of the woodwork and just started to complain about it and lob insults and just be a jerk in general. It started, of course, with multiple people saying, well, now they're not in stores. Not anymore. Not after you bought them all. Then you get the more creative complainers who post things like this. Someone makes a post, they're out there, and then shows a pic of buying them all. Translation, you will not find them because I bought them all. DM me for price and shipping. This post has been brought to you by eBay. They're out there on my eBay store. What's your eBay or OfferUp link? Wow, guys think they're gonna get rich off of these. What the F, dude? Or this one's my personal favorite. Everyone knows how difficult it is to find a G.I. Joe classified Major Blood on the shelves at Target. I was lucky enough to have a Target employee find one in the stockroom. That was a pain in the butt itself. So when someone posts a picture of an entire case of this figure being bought out by one person, well, that's clickbait. You, sir, are a
earmuffs.
To their credit, a lot of people came out and were pretty funny, not necessarily just in his defense, but just calling out all the whiners, like this guy aptly making fun of them. Please justify your purchase, sign the Facebook, please. Or this guy who thanked him and said, this is the only way to beat scalpers, which was interesting because now, wait a second, dude bought 6 Major Bloods, he's a scalper, right? He's gotta be. Well, guess what? Then, dude, by the way, his name's Eric Hernandez, I chatted with him a bit, cool dude. He posts this, and it's a complete mic drop. Turns out there's a Houston Collectors Helping Collectors Facebook group, and whenever anybody's in a store and finds a score, they start a group chat, and anybody who wants it can buy it at retail. Collectors Helping Collectors. But here's my point, guys. Eric is not an isolated case. I see crap like this 3-4 times at least every day. All the time, people calling people scalpers, and they might be scalpers, but you don't know. Who are you to just sit there and call them that? They could be cool dudes like Eric here helping out other collectors. They could be helping out you, but you're too busy complaining. Let's talk about this. So what exactly is a scalper? So by definition, a scalper is someone that manipulates the market in order to price gouge. Here's some great examples of scalpers. A dealer who has an employee friend who helps him out at Target and Walmart and hooks him up whenever he comes in by hiding the toys till he gets there. That's an unfair advantage. That is scalping. Or how about a store employee who hides a figure so he can come back when he gets off his shift and buy it for himself to resell it? Also scalping because unfair advantage. Or the scalpers that I particularly have the most disdain for is the online shopping bots that will automatically buy everything the second it's released, so that literally, unless you buy it in the first millisecond, everything's sold out. Them I really hate. Then of course there's the 8 a.m. Target sprinter who is at the door for opening every single day, and as soon as the door opens, they sprint to the toy aisle and they grab everything they can get, and they do it every single day because they don't have anything else to do and they're making a living doing this. Again, unfair advantage. Scalper. Meanwhile, these people aren't scalpers, and it really needs to stop where we're calling them scalpers. People who are buying toys for their friends and therefore have 6 Major Bloods in their cart, like Eric, are not scalpers. Army builders. Listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. There's no right or wrong way to collect. If you want to buy all 8 Remnant Storage Troopers that you see on the shelf, go for it. You're paying, you're not doing anything wrong, you're not making a profit, you're just trying to do your collecting thing. That's nobody else's business. If you're reselling a figure that's been out for years or even a year even, and you're doing it at a profit, you're sure as hell not a scalper. I love it when I see something like one of the 000 or Dr. Aphra figures sell for buku bucks in the Black Series, and people are all like, oh, scalper, it was $20. Yeah, it was $20 when it came out. If you would have hunted for it and found it, or got it from an online retailer before it sold out, you wouldn't have to overpay. That's not a scalper, that's a reseller. And there's nothing unethical about that, in my opinion at least. The reason for that is because the market dictates pricing. It's not new, so you're not manipulating supply. That's like saying that someone who's selling an Action Comics #1 that originally sold for 10 cents at a couple $1 million is a scalper. No, should that person be selling that for 10 cents? No, you'd be an idiot to do that, and you're not going to find anybody in this world who would be that dumb. How about restaurants? My world. Food cost is usually between 30 and 35%. So if we're charging you $10 for a burger that costs us $3.20 to make, does that make us scalpers? Oh, you're a scalper. I know that burger only cost you $3.20. People who buy stuff to trade, also not scalpers. That's me. If I see something rare in a store that I don't want, but I know it's sought after, and I'm hunting something I do want that is also sought after, I'll pick it up and I'll make a trade. Even trade. $20 figure for $20 figure. Boom. Not scalping. If you see a guy in a group trying to sell a figure for a couple of dollars over retail price, also not scalping. Guys spend time and money out hunting. What's a $3 to $5 finder's fee? Absolutely nothing. Real talk for a second. We're all human. We love this thing of ours. We love toy collecting. Let's not make it toxic by telling everybody that they're doing it wrong and that they're unethical and that they're a scalper, when in fact I'd say that like 70% of the people we call scalpers aren't scalpers. If you are one of the real scalpers though, you suck. Also, real talk, I would say that like 90% of collectors have at some point or another scalped something. As in, they bought something that was rare and quickly flipped it for a profit. If you haven't, more power to you, but I think most of us have. I have, I admit it, but I found that really wasn't worth the time or the effort, and frankly, I kind of felt bad. So it's not something that I personally do, but I understand that people do it. That's how they fund their hobby. Is that right? Is that wrong? It's a personal decision. To me, I don't feel good doing it. I feel dirty. If you feel good doing it, hey, that's on you. You live with that, not me. But as soon as you start manipulating the supply or really just completely hoarding, then yeah, you're probably crossing over into the jerky scalper territory. Now, for the real scalpers, how big of a problem are they? How much are they messing up the toy industry, and how do we fix it? That's a problem for another day. Instead, let's focus on something that I can help you fix, and that is when you're shipping figures to each other for trades, how to ship them correctly. Check out this video here, and your figures will always be sent out minty fresh. My name's Matt. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk on being a scalper. Till next time, remember, be cool, stay nerdy.